pure hell lit. My name Blue Cinnamon, Autumn Knot. Look at you, sounding all poetic and shit. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DQ Official. I'm back with another video, man. Yeah, gang, we up in this thing, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support y'all been showing, the likes, sharing the video, subscribing to the channel, man. I want to thank everybody for showing love. I really appreciate y'all, man. No doubt. In this video, I'm finna give y'all my review on my new obsession, my new show. The show is lit. I cannot wait for the season to continue because that one episode did not do me good. They should have had a two episode premiere, man. I'm talking about P-Valley. P-Valley, man. You know what I'm saying? P-Valley. P-Valley is a new show. It come on Starz, man. If y'all don't got Starz, y'all gotta get it. If y'all don't got Starz, borrow somebody's account, man. Like, Starz finna go down in the next couple of months. It's gonna be P-Valley, then the Power sequel coming out with Michael Rainey Jr. starring up in that thing, Mary J. Blige up in that thing. So it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna really be lit, man. So happy I'm catching this in the beginning so I can be like right here with y'all. We're going on the journey together, you know what I'm saying? So let's just get into the review, man. Okay, so P-Valley is a show. It's set in the dirty Delta, dirty South, man. When we are first introduced to P-Valley, Starz presents, we are introduced to a flooded town. This town is flooded, like it looked like how New Orleans looked. And water everywhere, and then we introduced to this woman. We don't know her name, we don't know anything about her. She going through a suitcase or whatever. She's going through this suitcase. We don't know who this woman is, and she's pretty. And she's going through the suitcase and she finds the ID or an ID or whatever, and I'm assuming it's her, you know. We can't really see her like that, but it looks like her on that. And we see her on the back of a truck. My sister look hot. She look really hot. She look hot, beaten up. She just look famished. But it sounds like it's more people on the back of the truck, and you see a child. He's crying in his mother's arm. It seems like a lot of people. So it look like they're getting out of that flooded place and they're going somewhere else. You see her on a bus. We see her on a bus, like a Greyhound or whatever, and you know, it's going somewhere. Don't know where it's going, but they're at a rest stop. Bus driver say, got 15 minutes. And she's smoking a cigarette or something. I forgot what she was doing. But she don't get back on the bus. He like, where you going? She just keep on walking. I'm like, girl, I hope you know where you at. I really hope you know where you at. See her somewhere in a room, and she cutting her hair. I don't know if she dyed it or anything, but she cut her hair. She's, you know, it's a new appearance for her or whatever. And roll the credits. Welcome to P-Valley, man. Welcome to the club. This the trap. This is where it's at. This is where all the magic finna go down at. And it looked lit. It looked like a good old night. Looked like a good old night for some money to be made. One thing I can say about P-Valley, the music is gonna be essential. The music gonna be essential. It's set in a strip club. So it's like with the strip club, music is always broken at the strip club. And the hottest of the hottest of the hottest jams are always played at the strip club. So I already know the music finna be lit. You know, going to the strip club, we meet Mercedes. Mercedes, bad. She bad. She bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is that bitch in the strip club. You know, every strip club, no matter where you go, any institution you go in, it's always gonna be that bitch. So it's like Mercedes is that bitch. And we also are introduced to the security. His name Diamond, Benny from the Have and Have. Cause he sounded so hood and so rugged. Woo, boy. She's in the, you know, like she in a section or whatever. She giving a little dance or whatever. And old dude that she danced for, he getting a little too comfortable. She like, hands where I can see him. Hashtag hands where I can see him. It happens a lot. Like, I know a lot of people that's in that environment, in the strip club environment. They tell me all the time, it's like a lot of dudes are grabby. They feel like they giving you some money, they can grab. And it's like, it's okay. But when she say stop, I feel like you should stop. He do it again. Baby, she take that motherfucking bottle. What? I'm up in there, Diamond ain't even playing. Diamond seem like that security guard. Don't fuck with him. Cause if he gotta come up out of character, it ain't gonna be pretty for nobody. And that's just on period. Then with all the hoopla going on, Diamond throw this guy, he throw him out the club. So then we are introduced to the baddest of the baddest. The baddest of the baddest. We are introduced to Uncle motherfucking Clifford. Baby, blonde hair down, like, I'm like, oh my God, this show is finna be too much. So Diamond throwing the guy that Mercedes got into it with, he throwing him out the club. And the police come. The police come talking about, oh, y'all know how the new governor is somebody talking about the, you know, Dry County, something like that. Something about liquor and the liquor license and all that. And Cliff was like, you can come on in and see. And he's like, we're going ahead and take these cinnamon buns, you know, da-da-da-da. Man, he opened up that thing. Ain't nothing but money. Cash money. Oh, I'm gonna get these home before they get cold. I know that's right. You better keep getting paid off. Anyway, we are back to the front of the club. Diamond, he's, you know, doing security and all that. And we see the girl who we were introduced to in the beginning. We see her walking up. And, you know, she's behind this guy. And Diamond tells him 20. So then it's her. And he like 30. She was like, you didn't charge him that. He like, for a pretty girl like you, it's gonna be whatever. And you can tell she, you know, in her personality, you can tell she ain't got no money. Like we just seen where she came from, so she ain't got no money. Like, she like, look, take this 20 and my email. He like, bitch, get your ass on. Gone. But then she see a sign, it say a $50 amateur booty shake contest. See all the hoes standing over there, they looking good, da-da-da. Mind you, she dressed real nice and professional. She dressed real nice and professional. She got, you know, like she work at an office building. That's what she really looked like. She go over there and lie, and the girl looking at her like, yes, bitch, I'm over here. What's up? What you want to do? Period. She get up in there, and, you know, you see the atmosphere, you see the locker room, you see all that stuff going on. Like, I don't know how I forgot that part, but then Clifford come up in the room, and he asks about their names and stuff, and then we meet Blue fucking Cinnamon. I want to see more of Blue Cinnamon. I really, really do, man. I really, really do. I really do. Alright, so then he goes to the next girl. He's like, what's your name? And then he goes to the next girl, and he like, look, if you say your name Alizé, you need to change it to something else. And the last Alizé that was up in here, we ain't doing that. And he gets to the still unnamed woman. We don't even know her name at this point. We this deep into the show. He like, what's your name? Autumn. Autumn Night. He said, Juice. I don't know, poetic and shit. Well, before he even get her name, he like, baby, you not even dressed. Like, he tell his girl, take care of her. About to get her this little outfit. She like, it's 20, it's what she said, 20 or something like that. And then, like I said, you could tell she ain't got no money really. So she was like, but for you, I do 10. Like, real recognize real. Like, the girl ain't got no money. Like, you know, fuck with her. Just mess with her a little bit. As she dressed now, that's when Clifford be like, you know, what's your name? All night. And then, as she looking in the mirror, it's time to get on the stage, baby. Before all of that, we get Mercedes. She up in the office with Clifford. She give him her little flyer, like, Mercedes' last dance. Like, she's been there for 7 years and she ready to leave. She ready to leave. And I mean, nobody can blame you. Like, being a stripper for 7 years, and stripper years is like 20. It's like 20 years, basically, especially if you going consistently day in, day out. That's a lot to do. He like, damn, the hell I'm gonna do? It's Autumn's turn to get on the stage, and you can tell she nervous. She walks to the stage. They announce her name again, Autumn Night, sounding all poetic and shit. She walks to the stage, and you could tell she nervous. Like, it's in slow-mo too, so she walking to the stage, and it's like, girl, you better kill this joint. I knew she was gonna kill it. This girl ain't got no money. She see this, it's a $50 booty shaking amateur night contest or whatever. This girl finna kill it. I already know she finna kill it. She got on that stage, she got on that pole, and she started doing what she gotta do, honey. And she got the crowd. She got them just like that. But as she's dancing, she's having flashbacks, and it looks like something that she recently went through. She is getting beat up by, I'm assuming, her boyfriend. Like, it's domestic violence. Like, she is fighting for her life. Like, he looked like he about to kill her. So maybe that's why she looked a little beaten up in the beginning. I'm like, dang, okay, maybe she's running from something. Just so happened a flood happened, so that was her chance to get out. That's all I'm thinking or whatever. But it's like she having these flashbacks, but it don't even matter because she on this stage and she getting that money and they loving it. And that's a really interesting thing. Like, what goes on in your mind as you're stripping? Like, I know a lot of girls, they have their different little techniques. What do you think of? What do you even look at the crowd? Where do you go? And it's really crazy. I'm gonna get into that later on with Mercedes, but it's like, where do you go? Like, what do you think about? And for her to be thinking about that, and for her to be on this stage trying to make this money, it's amazing. And still won. And as she getting her money, him give her money, she like, what a girl got to do to work here? I gotta fill out a job application. Girl, Mercedes said, bitch, this ain't no damn Walmart. And we get like a private moment with her. A private moment. She's in her apartment or whatever. She drinking, eating or whatever. And we find out she may have a daughter. Like, she may have a daughter. And, you know, just a little, you know, little phone or whatever. And she's drunk. She drunk. So, you know, I don't know what she was doing. Maybe she was reaching for something else or whatever. But the liquor spilled on the phone and, you know, fucked the phone up. And she started screaming because it looked like those are her saving graces. Like, that image of her daughter or however many pictures she had, it seemed like that was keeping her sane. Even though she know things weren't going right, it seemed like she had something to live for, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Then we are introduced to another side of Mercedes that we did not see in the club. Mercedes is a dance instructor of a dance team, sort of like the Dancing Dolls, like on Lifetime. She's hard on the girls. It's like, look, I'm a dancer. She's not saying this, but I can tell where it's coming from. Like, I'm a dancer. I get on stage every night and I make money. And y'all playing right now. Y'all want to be in competitions. Y'all want to win. Y'all want to do all this. Y'all ain't doing this. So she like, look, get to work. I need 50, what she said? 50 whatever the, you know, the little, you know, touch your toes and stuff. You know what that is. But she said, I need 50 of those. So yeah, she doing all that. And I see an older woman like there. It's her mama. We can tell it's her mama. Or I fast forward a little bit. But before that, we see her mom. We see her mom at church. And she's a preacher in the church. She just sitting there. She not moved at all by this stuff. Because it's like, you know, what'll happen in the scene that I was explaining, it'll make sense. Because it's like, I don't feel nothing that you're talking about, girl. She pay a little tithe and she leave, but as she tipping, you know, she put 100 up in there. Man, looking like, yo. Then when she getting out to leave, oh boy, he looking at all that. I'm like, dang. His mom like, boy. Like, and then we get somebody is taking pictures outside of the club. In the daytime, it looked dead. Just like any strip club, it looked dead. Somebody taking pictures, so might be some illegal stuff going on in the club. We already know this. We already know where this finna go, but it's something going on in the club. We get Clifford going to the bank trying to pay, I guess, you know, what he owe or whatever. I guess he owe on the club, but he on the bad checklist, so he can't even pay. He gotta pay in cash or money order. Like, look, I won't charge y'all nothing to cash y'all checks. They and he got like, he's just so like, oh my God, like he touched on that man or whatever, and he was like, you can have all the tequila at my club, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dang, he was like so bold and brave. Okay, Uncle Clifford, you do your thing. And we get to, you know, Mercedes and her girls or whatever. So then the mama come and, you know, she's smoking on her little pen or whatever. And Mercedes got the money for her. It's like, I guess Mercedes, you know, cleans the money or hides the money inside the church, or maybe she funding the whole church. Who knows? Talking about, I don't know why I went wrong with you. I don't know why I went wrong with you. Like, girl, stripping is not that bad no more. Y'all need to get up out of that. Y'all Christians, y'all gotta get up out of that. You gonna take this money that you say I'm not living right, but you gonna take this money though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of churches don't want to admit it. It's a lot of dirty money in the churches. It is what it is. We understand. People gotta get paid. This. It's a lot of dirty business that go on in the church. But it's like, for you to be living in it, for you to be okay with people knowing this what you're doing, that's what they have a problem with. So it's like, girl, this your daughter. You see that stripping is not the only thing she care about. You see she's doing this with these girls. And then she, you know, she just doing all this, like picking. It's like, girl, ain't nobody got time for you, mama. Get your ass on. And we get Clifford, I guess, after, you know, his running at the bank or whatever. We see him changing up the rules. Tip out prices are changing. Stage prices are changing. All that's changing. And it's like a little meeting, like, you know, like the daytime meetings before the night get on or whatever. So then he doing all this with the girls. And then one of the other strippers, Mississippi, she walk in. How could I forget what happened with Mississippi in the beginning? Mississippi was on stage dancing, and a customer, I guess, threw his beer or something, and she slipped and fell, and baby, all this was messed up. She had just came back from maternity leave, and she got Mercedes to dance for her. Did I forget that with Mississippi? That is so crazy. But yeah, Mississippi come in, like I said, she was, that night, she had just came back from maternity leave. She come into the meeting with the baby. She beat all up. Everybody looking like, oh my God. You know, Clifford sent everybody to the back. But before that, it's really funny how the bartenders and the strippers were like going at it a little bit. Cause I'm like, everybody know it's low-key beef between them two sets of girls anyway in the club. Everybody just trying to make money. But yeah, back to Mississippi. He gets somebody to get the baby. And he was really talking to her. He really talking some real shit to her, like, girl, that ain't love. It make you feel like you in love because you feeling something. And a lot of people are chasing that feeling. But it don't have to come with somebody putting their hands on you. Tell her, girl, I know where you been at. I had a nigga who was beating my ass too. So it's not nothing bad. But then he really put her up on some real game and tell her, you let a nigga fuck up this, your money, you a damn fool. You don't know how girls allow them to do that. We've seen it. We've seen stories where girls are beautiful. I'm talking about drop dead gorgeous. Niggas throwing acid and stuff on them. I remember I seen an episode like that on Maury one time. He threw acid on her. She was beautiful. She still was beautiful, but it's like, girl, you done let this man mess up your face. And in the strip club, your face is what's gonna get it. Your titties and your ass, that's one thing. That's one thing just being in the club or whatever. But as a woman, you let a nigga fuck this up. He done fucked up your bag forever. Bring it to her, just go on to the bag. Just get ready for the night. We got you. And then we get these ghetto ass niggas pulling up big boy. They ain't that big boy, big rims, big all that. They pull up, we're hotboxing that thing like a mug. We are introduced to Little Murder. They come just like any other group of niggas. They just want to see some ass. They got some money or whatever. They got some money. But then one of his friends do a little trick. I ain't never seen this before. He got like a sponge or whatever, and he was like, yo, you gonna kill the rest of that drink? So he was like, nah. He drowned in the sponge or whatever, and he put it up in there. He talking about they do it at the funeral home. I forgot what the technique really was, but it's like, it made the duffel bag bigger, cause they got money to spend. But it's like, this gonna make that thing way more. They think they finna just walk in, I'm like, the fuck, like, y'all ain't finna go nowhere. Like, back in the line, he was homeboy, you don't know who this is? This Little Murder, man. He like, look, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Back of the line. And as you see, they go into the back of the line. You hear people talking about, yeah, back of the line. I'm like, niggas do that shit all the time at the club. They think they is hot shit. Like, if you don't know the security like that, you not finna just go inside the club. Like, the fuck? And we got Clifford really just telling Mercedes, look, I need you to show her the ropes. Since you leaving, I need you to show her the ropes. Show her the floor. Show her, dance, all that stuff. So then, Mercedes like, all right, I ain't no fucking teacher, but all right. She take all them out on the floor and, you know what I'm saying, like, just watch me. And then, old girl from the Have and the Have-Nots, Quita, she's up in this show too. She one of the bartenders. She lit. I love her so much. She talking about, hey, newbie, I forgot what she called it. She like, look, which one you want, or which one you looking at? He was like, I don't know. I see the one with the I think he had some Space Jams on. She like, yeah, he ain't got no money. She said, look at that. And we see Mercedes going over to this silent dude. He like real, he cool, he in the cut or whatever, he old or whatever. It's like, that's the nigga right now. Look at the way he holding his cigar. Look at the way he carrying himself. Like, it's so much game to be put up on in the club. Thank God this girl is actually like looking out for you or whatever, cause she really putting you up on some game. You would think the niggas that's over there with all the money, they got on the right shoes, right clothes, all that. You think they got no money. They don't got no money. Basically, they ain't got no money. Look, use your eyes for the game in the club, so that's all she really trying to tell her. You know, the dudes that just pulled up, Lil Murda and his crew, you know, they got the girls up in there, they dancing, da 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 blah, blah, blah. And then Mercedes come up in there, she look like, okay, I see some money up in here. And then they like, look, I got enough for everybody. She tell them hoes, beat it, you already know. Yeah, so she like, look, this is me, it's all me. But before she start dancing, she like, look, I already know how much money you got to spend. He like, I got enough. She already owned her, they little game. She already know what's up with the bag and dope bag. This nigga smoking. He like, how the fuck she? He like, oh, she a real OG. Yeah, I'm a real OG. But then they start looking at all of them. They like, look, she look like Beyonce cousin. You know, that shit I know. She stepped to her. She like, look, we gonna make this money. She like, but that ain't what Uncle Clifford. Look, let's go make this money. They go to the room, a little private room, whatever. They throwing money and all that stuff. She trying to get her loosened up. Take a shirt up, all that stuff. She's trying to get it loosened up. Like, let's get this money, girl. And one nigga in the crew, he a little too much. He a little too much. So Diamond busts in one time, he like, look, they like, we cool or whatever. She's like, get your drunk homie. Get that nigga. You know, Lil Murda, he noticed the room back there. She like, look, that's VIP only. You already know what that means. Champagne room. He like, look, I'm gonna be back. Oh boy, keep on with the keep on. And he get dealt with. He get, you know, he's up out of there. Diamond come up in there not playing no games. They try to jump on him, but it's like, look, it is what it is. He out of here. In the episode, we see a human moment with Diamond in Mississippi. He really offers to kill her boyfriend, her baby daddy. She like, nah, I'm straight. You got enough bodies on your conscience. Throughout the season, I feel like we're going to see more of who Diamond really is. So, back to whatever. We got Mercedes and Lil Murda in the room, and she listens to his music. She like, look, and he classified his music as like trap, reggae, soul or something like that. Like, nigga, get the fuck up out of here. So then, anyway, the whole commotion go on or whatever, and then, you know, he run out the room looking for Autumn, because Autumn done ran out or whatever. He like, look, I gotta find her. I just want to make sure she know, like, I ain't mean no disrespect for my homie or whatever. And he running to Clifford, and Clifford can't hit him on the loud dance floor, so they go into a room, and it look like a private old nice little room. You know, Cliff got his little rooms, whatever. The Murda is intrigued. He like, dang, this room fly. They basically talk about what happened, and he like, look, she gonna have to get over that. He get into talking like, PValley is just that spot. I got everything. I got black bitch, I got white bitch, I got Asian bitch, I got Mexican bitch, I got everything up in here a man could want. Murda flipped the switch. He flipped the switch and be like, it ain't got everything. Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. You gay. Start turning the charm on for Clifford. And I'm like, Clifford? My sis. They do what they gotta do, period. You know? Hey. And then we get Mercedes' turn on the pole. We get to see what Mercedes all about, man. We done seen everybody dance, but it's like, it's time for Mercedes to get on this pole. When I tell you, that girl went full throttle. She did Beyonce on that pole. She was doing it. And like I was saying earlier, when Autumn was first dancing and she started having flashbacks and stuff, I was like, what goes on in a stripper's mind? What goes on? And as Mercedes is dancing, the scene is like, it's building up to make you think like, I'm thinking she finna fall off the pole, or like the pole a little, you know, it's moving a little bit. I'm thinking the pole finna collapse and it's just finna go bad. But like, just hear Mercedes breathing. You hear her grunting, you hear her like getting up on the pole, and it's like, I really think people forget like stripping is a sport now. You gotta do a lot of stuff on the poles. Stripping is a sport. So it's like, to hear that aspect, I'm like, oh, this was really clever for them. This is clever for them to do. Like, You know, she already said pains and all that stuff, you know, before she got on. She said the prayer to the Lord, put a little lotion on the legs, whatever. And she's working that pole. She working that pole like crazy. Hearing her not struggling, but like in a human element, like, okay. She's talking to herself on the pole. It's like, I like this. This shows like, this shit ain't no joke. You know, she doing her little thing, you know. Got the man face down there, da-da-da-da. You see her mama in the audience, and it's like, girl, what are you doing here? Basically, she tell her, I don't like surprises. You know I don't like surprises. And then the mama just go into like, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? It's my fault. Sadie's like, you want to talk down on me, but don't you remember when we used to be hungry for them to buy us some breakfast? I used to go dance for the men so they'll buy us some breakfast. People forget about this stuff. They forget that everyone is not perfect. Everyone is not perfect. So it's like they rather get on your flaws, your imperfections, your mess, and forget about their mess. Girl, you was selling your daughter out when she was a teenager with some breakfast? It ain't right. Get into this whole, oh, help her, Lord, help her, Lord. Girl, you just came for some money. Mercedes give her money. This is a Mercedes Sunday. Mercedes make too much, man. She made too much money on this day. She gave you all that money. She just gave you all that money. You know, Lil Murda, he left a stack. He left the money for them. Lil Murda gave Clifford his music, and he done told the DJ to play. He was gonna play it in the beginning of Mercedes' set. She looked over at him like, exactly, he got it together. Oh, he left money. At the end, Mercedes, where your tip out? I ain't got it. Nah, you ain't got no money on Mercedes Sunday. And then it come to his mind, he like, she pulled that holy bullshit on you again, this shit. And it's like, it's crazy that they know this about her mama. And it's, girl, you ain't got to tip out. On your day, you ain't got to tip out. So it's like, Clifford gives her 2 stacks that Murder left. And it's like, his business partner throughout the whole show, he like, bruh, you ain't moving smart. But it's like, Clifford got a heart. At the end of the day, he got a heart. You see, he is mother, he is the HBIC, but Uncle Clifford got a heart, man. He got a heart. Moving back to Autumn, after she run up out the strip club, we get to meet the guy who's been taking the pictures. We done seen him throughout the episode. So we get to meet him. And they talking and all that. And it's so cute how everybody, when she tell everybody, Autumn Night, sounding all poetic and shit. I like that. That's something cute. I hope they keep that throughout the show when people are introduced to her. So it's like they talking or whatever, and you know, a little flirtation going on. So it's like we'll see more of that on in the show. We are introduced to him. Like I said, his name is Andre, and we finally, throughout the whole show, we get to learn her real name. Her real name is Haley. At the end, he's still out there. He's still taking pictures. He tell her that he's, you know, working for like the person that owned the land or whatever, something like that. Just to, he don't believe that the club he jumping like that, something like that he said. But at the end, he's taking pictures of Autumn. And that's P-Valley. I am so excited for this show. This show is so lit. From the commercials, it's lit. I knew this was gonna be lit. I followed the Dancers Locker Room on IG, and when they first put the trailer up on the page, I was like, I did not believe it was gonna be on those Starz. I did not believe it, but guess what? We got a show set in a strip club, and it's not just the stereotypical type of show. We got so many stories that can be told in this show. It's not just the club. The club is the backdrop. That's the main setting, but it's like these people have stories. Everybody got a story in the club. Nobody just wakes up when they're like, I want to work at the club. Everybody got a story. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see where this is going to go. I'm going to try to, you know, be consistent with my reviews. I'm going to try. I really am. Because like, I done caught this in the beginning. So why not? Why not just do it? P-Valley, get into it, guys. If you don't got Starz, go and get Starz. If you know somebody with an account, please ask them for it. Because like I said, Starz finna be lit in the next couple of months. For real, man. Hey, I cannot wait for this season to play out It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on from the, you know, on this season. It's gonna be a lot going on, and I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be tuned in, man, every Sunday. Come on, Sundays. I forgot what time because I actually caught like repeats of it afterwards. I was like, okay, that's P Valley. Let me just get into it. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. More content on the way, more stuff. Thank you guys for all the love y'all been showing. It's DQ Official. I'm out the beat, y'all.
Gucci bandana, Gucci bandana, Gucci bandana, Gucci bandana, Gucci bandana, Gucci bandana.